I got out of my car over here a few minutes ago in front of the chapel, and suddenly I had a flashback that in the fall of 1949, as a freshman law student, I was hurrying to class, and a rather large, formidable man stopped me to say, "How's everything going, young student?" And it was Colgate Darden, the president of this university. I recognized him, and I said, "Mr. President, everything, I hope, is going well." I say today to my friend, he later became a good friend, everything has gone well, and I want to express my profound appreciation today for all that so many have done for me. So I thank President Castine, the rector and the board, Governor Belials, Larry Sabato, Professor Sabato. The two of them suggested that when this moment came, when I made this decision, that I should come at this very spot, which is really hallowed ground for me, and make known to all Virginians, first and foremost, be you a Republican or a Democrat or an independent, all of you have joined these many years to enable this humble soul to have had a magnificent and very rewarding career in the United States Senate. So I say that my work and service to Virginia as a senator, and I repeat, my work and service to Virginia as a senator will conclude upon the 6th of January 2009, when I finish as the Constitution of the United States on the first Tuesday of a new Congress, my career of then 30 years in the United States Senate. And I thank again all those who made it possible for this humble individual to have achieved a footnote in Virginia history, that I will then be, as I am now, the second longest serving United States Senator in the history of the Commonwealth of Virginia. I wanted to write a short note to my Virginians, so I scribbled it down last night, late in the evening, because I felt some of my thoughts were so personal that I could best put them in writing. So bear with me for a few minutes while I go through this letter, which will go out to Virginians all across our state. I thank them, and I thank them again at each paragraph of this message. The communities, I want to talk about this special piece of ground. The community is sort of a triangle of Charlottesville, Amherst, and Lexington did so much in the formative years of my life. Amherst is where my father came from, and my grandparents, several generations. And from there, my father went to Washington and Lee University, graduating in 1903. It was always his dream that I would follow in his footsteps, and that I did after completion of brief naval service as a young 17, 18-year-old petty officer in the last year of World War II. And from Washington and Lee, after I graduated in '49, I came straight away to Charlottesville to enter the law class of that fall. As I look back, I just have such a strong feeling about what this particular university did during that period of my life. I finished the first year, but then in the summer of 1950, quite unexpectedly, war broke out again in Korea. And I, like many others all across America, stopped their schoolings, left their jobs, left their families, and rejoined the military. This time, I had achieved a commission in the Marine Corps as a lieutenant. So, finishing that service of nearly 2 years in the Marines, and the last chapter, a tour in Korea, I came straight away to Charlottesville. It was with some difficulty in that period of my life to make that adjustment from the responsibilities I had as a young officer and to come back as a student. And had it not been for the strong commitment of the dean of the law school, Dean Ribble, and the commitment of about 6 of the senior professors, Hardy Dillard and Spies, and many others, I simply would not have been able to make that readjustment to finish that law school.
After 30 years of serving in the U.S. Senate, John Warner, one of the most influential Republicans in Congress, is retiring.